Title: The Shepherd Boy's Wisdom. Once upon a time, in a quiet village nestled among green hills, there lived a little shepherd boy named Arjun. He was no older than 10, barefoot most days, with a crooked wooden staff and a heart full of dreams. Arjun belonged to a poor family. His father had passed away, and his mother worked tirelessly in the fields to make ends meet. Despite their poverty, Arjun was always smiling. His eyes sparkled with a strange light, one that came not from wealth or learning, but from a deep, natural wisdom. Every day Arjun would lead his small flock of sheep to graze in the meadows. While the sheep nibbled on grass, he would sit under a tree, thinking deeply or talking softly to the wind, birds, and sky. Many villagers thought he was just a lonely child with a wild imagination, but the truth was far greater. One summer afternoon, as the sun began to dip behind the hills, a wandering Sadhu came to the village. His clothes were simple, his beard long, and his eyes heavy with the weight of countless pilgrimages. The villagers gathered around him, hoping for blessings, healing, or sacred wisdom. But the Sadhu looked weary and silent. Something troubled his spirit. He sat under a banyan tree near the meadow where Arjun's sheep grazed. Seeing the boy sitting quietly nearby, the Sadhu called out, "Boy, come here." Arjun walked over and bowed politely. The Sadhu asked, "Tell me, child, what is the meaning of life? I have traveled far, read holy scriptures, meditated for years, but my heart still feels empty." Arjun tilted his head thoughtfully. Then he smiled and said, "Sir, life is like herding sheep." The Sadhu frowned. "Herding sheep?" "Yes," Arjun said, pointing to his flock. "Each sheep is like a thought or desire. If you let them wander without attention, they will scatter and get lost. But if you guide them with patience and love, they stay close and safe. The heart is the shepherd. When the heart is calm and kind, everything else follows peacefully." The Sadhu looked at the boy, stunned. "But, child," he asked, "how does one calm the heart?" Arjun replied gently, "By not holding on too tightly. Clouds come and go, but the sky remains. Happiness and sorrow are like clouds. Watch them, learn from them, but don't become them. Be like the sky." For a moment, there was silence. Even the wind seemed to pause. The Sadhu closed his eyes. For the first time in years, he felt peace bloom within him, not from ancient texts or penance, but from the innocent wisdom of a poor shepherd boy. He opened his eyes and bowed deeply to Arjun. "You are no ordinary boy," he whispered. "May your wisdom light the path for many." From that day forward, the Sadhu stayed in the village for a while, teaching others, but always saying that the greatest lesson he ever received came from a little boy with bare feet and a heart full of light. And Arjun? He continued herding his sheep, speaking softly to the skies, his name remembered not for riches, but for the riches of the soul. Moral: true wisdom does not always come from books or age. It often lives quietly in the hearts of the humble.